Hey, my beautiful, beautiful, wonderful friends. I'm your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. I am so happy you're here, so grateful you're here. This is number 1500 of these daily divine inspiration videos since I got started a little over 4 years ago. So let's get going. All right, so we are in an angel numerology number 3 day, which I call gentle guidance. Messages from those who have passed into spirit, particularly the ascended masters, as well as our loved ones, grandparents, generational people, even good friends. They're reminding us that everything is fine and it's okay for us all to lighten up, to brighten up, to have fun. The energy of number 3 is about being artistic, being creative, being inspired, and allowing those imaginative juices to flow through us, as well as getting a little playful. It could be a good idea to meditate on a number 3 day. I like the meditation every day because that's, I think, keeps me grounded, keeps me in the light. The 3 of Cups, or the 3 of Water, if you're using one of the modern tarot decks. It works with the Hermit or the Moon, Archangel Haniel. You can call upon Archangel Azrael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raziel, Jophiel, and Zadkiel on a number 3 day. Bring them all in. My Happier Me affirmation card for today is this: I accept and love myself unconditionally. That is what every single ascended friend, relative, master wants for all of us. None of us lined up to get in and come down and create madness and mischief. Inside each of us is a hurt child that needs to be loved. Stop criticizing yourself and heal the wound by loving the child, by loving yourself. Now, forgiveness is the doorway, the passageway towards the healing. Whenever we're feeling hurt, hard done by, slighted, irritated, frustrated, whatever that looks like for us, gentle guidance, gentle forgiveness, gentle love, light, fun, frivolity. However, if there's still some unresolved issues, and they're layers, took us a lot of years to bring them on, it doesn't take quite as long to pull them off, but they do pop back up. My isms for today: everything I say and do leads me to more greatness. I am self-confident and I influence through kindness. We've been on this kindness track for a little while. The I ams: I am love, I am good, I am worthy, I am God, I am infinite. Yes, you are. Yes, I am. Yes, we are. And the astrological planets from Yasmin Boland's Tear Off calendar is the moon moving into the sign of Cancer, which really resonates with me with a number 3 day, the gentle guidance day. Cancer being the sign of the moon, Cancer being the sign of mother, nurturing. And the message that Yasmin Boland has is we're moving towards a powerful alignment between Mercury, which is the sign of communication, and Saturn, which is pretty much a brilliant alignment about constructive conversations. So for today, who do you have, or who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to have a conversation with? That's not to say you've got to beat them up, but you know, sometimes those awkward conversations that have been building need the right framework. And that could be take somebody, get whoever it is you want to chat to, go out and have fun. And then I've been meaning to talk to you. Don't make something up unless it's on your heart to say, oh, I'm not feeling too good about this. And let's face it, people, there's a lot of conversations happening around the water cooler at the office, or around the dinner table at the house, or around the anywhere else. There's these conversations that sometimes get convoluted. So maybe it's one of those conversations. Now, the divine master for this week is Lady Venus, telling us to activate our light, to give it a power surge, to make it part of our earth mission, to, in other words, wake up that candle of love and hope inside. Those on earth have prayed for a better way for decades, centuries. And we're born as a response to the prayers. We're called on earth with a mission. Everything that we've looked at, overcome, been through, healed from, is in preparation for leaving a legacy behind, which then leads me to our Earth Mother card, also angelic activation. No accident while I decided to add this deck to my daily or weekly lineup. This is basically saying never dull your sparkle. Stop holding yourself back from growth. The growth that comes so naturally. Take heed of all the lessons that you are being brought to right now. All the lessons you're learning, all the books that you're reading, all the seminars that you're going on, all the spiritual teachers, the cards, the books, even this channel. If you aren't sure what your next steps are, then ask. You can ask yourself. More importantly, ask yourself, what are you walking away from and what are you ignoring? Often the ego convinces us that something big that requires our attention, but it's often the day-to-day stuff that keep us held back. So your affirmation or your activation might be, I take the soul-led steps I need in order to heal and to grow. And as I said earlier, love helps you do it. Love helps you heal. Love helps you get past it. Now, one of the things I will say about forgiveness and self-love and all that comes with it, once you have mastered it, the next step is to not repeat it. Oh, I've got Gertrude and Beatrice, and they are in a temple or in a stone building. Looks like a temple. It's round. And there's an altar in the center. Oh, I like, well. Okay, so what I see with my mind's eye is Gertrude on the left end of a long table. It's a wooden table. And Beatrice on the other end of a long table. You remember when I first started channeling or calling these two in, they were at a tea shop and looking at cakes and pouring tea. Well, now they are what looks like a humongous big stained glass window, but they're different pictures in each one of the panes. And this long table, nothing on it, just a long table. They're saying this is the table of choice. This is your altar of choice. And you are here blending in your creativity and your love at one end, and you're also blending in the wisdom and the truth at the other end. Inside this round building with this lovely window, it's looking at your perception and your perspective. I'm going to pull this card out to give you some insight into what it is you're still releasing, because we are in we've gone past the full moon, but it's still, there's no eclipses. Use the power of Mercury. And I feel like I'm being guided to say, have conversations. Oh, okay. Beatrice is saying to pull people around your table of thought around your table of influence, around your table of love. Because now they're putting flowers on the table, they're adorning this table like it's an altar with things. All right. So now we have the two of air, and we see our. I love this little picture. She has not a grass skirt on, but a skirt made of feathers, and there's feathers in her hair, and she's holding on a beautiful white dove. It looks like the white dove has a crown on its head. So she's honoring this white dove. I want to look and see what the two of air. I love this deck because I feel like it's so ethereal and so different and so modern that it's the simplicity of the message that goes along with all of this. It pulls it all in. This is basically talking about stalemate, uncertainty, considering your options. 2 is, for me, the number of keep going. Keep it going. Keep the thoughts flowing. Don't get stuck with it. And according to Colette Baron-Reid, who created this deck, she says it's time to take a break and consider the options and think about things. Consider things. There's no need to rush forward. The perfect answer for your highest good is going to come. So they speak in the first person. So what she's saying is, there's no need to rush forward. The perfect answer for the highest good will come to me if I take my time to remain in the powerful or peaceful state of mind. So this card is very personally centric, like talks in the first person, me, myself, and I. And it was designed for the highest good of all of the people who own it, who pull a card for the day. What is your message for today? Consider your options. And the guides of Gertrude and Beatrice telling you to get playful, telling you to be a little bit more, a little less doubtful. Our doubts and our disappointments, they come up and they're the ones that get stuck, like chewing gum on your shoe when you've walked out in public and someone didn't bother to put it in tissue and put it in the garbage or the trash or the rubbish. It gets stuck to you. These are the doubts and the fears that just get sticking points. When we get quiet, we get true, we get clear, we are left with ourselves. We're left with our own thoughts. We're left with our own solitude, our own love, our own light. If those filters of love and light, solitude, are clouded by past missteps, somehow or another, find a way to look at the misstep and ask yourself, what did this misstep teach me? Have I learned from it? Am I fearful of repeating it? And you just come up with the first answer. I never get any more than 3 answers because I can send myself into oblivion with nonsense. Because anything other than 1, 2, 3 answers is, well, I'll go there. Waste of time. Because they're all linked. I'm trying to think of an example when I've done things I know I shouldn't do. You know it, but you do it anyway. That's one. It's a misstep. So how do you come back around? The fear of repeating it. Well, when it comes up again, and it will, the desire to do something that you know intuitively, this could go a certain way. That's your awareness. So then you say to yourself, oh, thank you. You gave me an awareness that I didn't have before. Now I know I can choose. Yeah, let me pass. When things aren't going right for most of us, and let's face it, out there in the world right now, it's a bit, I call it cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, a bit weird. I retreat. I pull back. I don't want to close myself off to people because I like people. I like communicating with people. However, there is a risk, or I could call it a danger, and I'm going to get to a little thing I noticed this week that I want to share with you. Um, I might get in trouble, and I don't know if I will or not, but still, I'm going to do it anyway. I retreat inward because sometimes what you hear, what you see, cannot be unheard and cannot be unseen. Hello, the news. And now we have a new technology that everyone is so in love with, artificial intelligence, which I've said for months. Divine intelligence is my friend. Artificial intelligence, I don't know too much about. But it's the new buzz thing. Yeah, probably because it creates things that aren't actually real. Does help create blogs. You can, I was learning the other day from somebody who said, join this particular app. Of course, there's money involved. And it will help you with your, they call them algorithms. Listen, I don't even know what that is. It's where I think people type in words and they search and then wallop, they come finding you and they land on you. Well, that's just great, but how is that going to help? What is that going to do? How is it going to influence? This is the kind of thing that goes into my noggin. So what I was getting to a little bit a while ago is, I've said I am proud of the fact that every day I've created one of these for myself because I want to start the day on the right foot, not the back foot. Then I'm going to do it for other people. My intention is to create a platform that other people will find a lift and joy and something positive. And by your comments, and I love them, you do get something from it. And I then realize, okay, this is coming directly from divine intelligence. It's coming right from the source energy. It's coming from somewhere, not from necessarily me. But then I think about it. Okay, what occurred to me this week and what I was landing on was this whole thing of how do these folks who are out there in the public world get this much attention? Well, the one way I've always made money in my past, or always got, what do you want to call it? Word of mouth, if you will, recommendations, reviews, all of these things. People are looking for somebody and they want to know what somebody else's account was before they go use them, before they go hire them, before they go choose them. Well, my friends, we have an introduction of artificial intelligence, which we're not sure if this review is real. We're not really sure if actually somebody sat and wrote that, or is this artificial? So the doubt goes in, right? There is where we play with, we have to go in. We have to get within ourselves, find the love in ourselves. And for me, that looked like, why are you so concerned about it? So there was the question number one. I love myself enough. Why am I concerned about subscribers? Why am I concerned about, hits, likes, this, and this? At the back of it comes this big glaring mask of popularity. Oh. Why is it important for you to be popular? I don't know. Yes, you do. You have to. You have to. It's in there. It's underneath, and it's all linked to that ego. It is all linked to this need that we have to be seen, to be heard. And it's crept into our psyche. It's crept into our head. It's crept into almost everything we've done. If it's popular, if people want it, if people need it, if people see you, they're going to, all of a sudden, you're going to become popular. Even those folks who are not necessarily popular get attention. So the ego has this way of weaving itself into the things that we do. Now, I'm not saying the ego is something that we should completely ignore, because we can't. We came into this really dense life experience, physical experience. I became this person, this body, this density. And with it, I have to accept choice. this is a choice that's good for me and everybody. This is a choice that's good for me but nobody else. Whew, that doesn't seem to be fair, but still a choice. And this is an ongoing experience or experiment that we have. So, all that to say, I feel that somehow the purpose that we're here, we're all still here, we're all still doing what we're doing, and that would be to use this digital media, if you will, to get the word out and to shift the mental, emotional, heartfelt love to shine that bright light of joy where there isn't any. To take somebody else and have them look at, ask these questions of yourself. Don't judge them. Turn the judgment into curiosity. Turn the sort of thing that you are not quite so sure about into something that makes sense or doesn't make sense. But at some point or another, everything we think, everything we feel, everything we do, everything we touch or have done will show back up as a way to let us resolve it, to let us put it to bed, put it to sleep. This is why I think Gertrude and Beatrice show up with this big table. And on the table, it's time to take all of the rubbish off the table that you don't need, clear away the dirty dishes, and then bring onto it the things that are important. What's important? Values are important to me. Integrity is important to me. Truth is important to me. Friends are important to me. Love is important to me. Truly is. Because I can do a lot with love. I can, go plant flowers. And then in the springtime, there's my flowers of love coming up in the garden. I can feed the birds. They love it. They've got new seed. They've got what have you. Now I'm feeding these cats outside. And the dogs and all of nature. Mother Nature. Who right now is going through her own transition. She wants a different world. She wants a better world. She wants something else for us. And unfortunately, that comes with all of these natural problems, which are increasing. So it's a question of, okay, we have to go with the flow of that. And I think at this point, we're at 22 minutes into this message. I need to stop. Don't forget, Friday, 6:30, I will have the wonderful Sharon Hess on board. She's going to be doing a little bit of a talk on Akashic Records, past lives, maybe do some readings. Can't wait. So until tomorrow, big love. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and doing all that you do. Bye for now.